I'm stringing up decorations. It's draining the power stations. Fake icicle light.
Hello all. I want to introduce you to my new favorite toy. It is a Light Pro Keeper, or Light Keeper Pro, light testing gun. I've used some other testers before, and none of them have worked near as nicely as this one has. Obviously, in the kit you do have the instruction manual. I'll go ahead and, I don't know if this will work for you, but if you have a QR scanner, go ahead and scan this. This way you can possibly get some more information about it. I got this as a birthday gift after Christmas last year, and this is the first time I'm using it. It's a very cool little tool, and it's knocked down my light testing time tremendously. It has a couple features, which is all outlined in the instructions here. But to show you this little part right here. When you first have a set of lights coming out that went out, like this here, I've got a half a set of blue lights. The other half down here is on, but the half up here is not on. The first thing you want to check is each individual bulb. Just do a once-over visually to make sure that the bulbs themselves aren't broken or missing. If you have a bulb just missing, obviously that's your problem. But the first thing you need to do, and this is why I really like this thing so much, is you have this little feature right here. You've got this little plug that this goes into. So you push this right into there, right into the socket, and then you pull this trigger, and right there, as of the first shot, the lights came on. With that said, for some reason this set's got a lot of dead bulbs, but anyway, the lights came on just after a couple. It says in the instructions that you can click this up to 30 times before that comes on, and obviously when I disconnect this, the lights will go off. But I put this bulb, the same bulb I took out, put it back in, and the lights come on. So really cool little feature that it has. Alright, so you just pull out the bulb of the section that's missing, that's been burnt, that's out, plug it in here, pull the trigger a few times, and not all the time, but every now, I would say about 50% of the time, that will fix your problem. It also has this spot right here. So if these lights are somewhere, if they are installed somewhere I can't get to them, I can't get to that area, you could take the plug out, plug it in right here, and then do the same thing. Click it a bunch of times. Obviously nothing is going to happen when I do that because there's no power to it. But if I click that a bunch of times, you might be able to just pull this back out, plug it back in, and see if that fixes your problem. So that's one really cool feature. Another way to use this this checker is the audible voltage detector by hitting this button here. You'll see a light lighting up, and you heard that first beep, but once you hold it to a bulb where the voltage is passing the bulb, you'll hear the tone. What you do is obviously start on one end of the line, and in some cases I've found this to be, the majority of the time, it's going to be the bulb that's out closest to the male plug, the front end of the light strand. I have seen in rare occasions where the voltage is run the reverse direction, so you might have to start at the back. If you get voltage at the first bulb, the tone at the first bulb, then you should be good, and you can move on from there. I've already tested this one, and I know that the bulb that's bad is either, in this case, either this one here or this one here. I always start with the one that doesn't make any noise. This indicates mostly that is the bad bulb, but in some cases I find it's actually the one prior. Alright, so in this case, this one doesn't have any tone to it, so I'm going to remove this bulb. This light checker, if you don't have strong fingernails or none at all, this does have a little section where you can help remove the bulbs. I just use my thumbnail until it gets too raw, and I'll drop the camera at the same time. But I remove the bulb. It also has a light tester right here at the top, so I stick stick the end of the bulb into the light tester. I try to do this while I'm holding the camera. There we go. Do it this way. And it indicates the bulb is okay. So I know that this is not the wrong bulb. Or this is not the bad bulb. Alright, so I'm going to put that bulb back in. And I told you it might be the one before it. The one before it had tone, but that still could indicate that there might be something wrong. And as looking at this bulb, when I pulled it out, I noticed that you see the little wire on this side. Let's see if I can get focused in. Is there, but if I spun it around, the wire's missing on this side. It's actually been bent in the wrong place. So I'll pull that wire, put it back in the right place, and stick it back in the socket, and voila, I've fixed my light set. And it's as easy as that. And that, going bulb by bulb to check those wires could obviously be very time consuming. Some of the other testers aren't as efficient. I really like the audio of this, and it works really well. A couple of the really cool features this thing has. Most checkers, no matter what they are, have this. A lot of the ones that I've seen before have these little clips over here where you can easily remove the bulb from the socket without ripping your nails, or if you do this very often, you'll know that your nails gets really sore after a while. It has a little section here where you can place the bulb in, and the bulb will light up. It tests the bulb, see if it works itself. And then obviously back here it has a little spot for a fuse tester. So you just take your little fuse, you touch it between these two little pieces of metal, and it'll come on, the light will come on to test and show you that the fuse works, and it'll actually shine. This thing does run on little tiny watch batteries. There's 3 of them in there, and it comes with it. These obviously won't last forever, but and they're not the cheapest batteries to buy. And then it has a little storage compartment on the side here that you can put extra bulbs and lights and fuses in and have them with you everywhere you go. So really cool little tool. And like I said, today's the first day I've used them. I used it, and God, I love this thing. So check it out, Lightkeeper Pro.